Today, our story is from the books of 1 Kings and Luke. It's a story about life-saving birds, fire from heaven, and a prophet who talked about Jesus hundreds of years before he was born.
In the beginning, God created everything, and it was good. But then, Adam and Eve chose their way over God's way, which broke the relationship they had with God. The consequences of this included pain and death. But God didn't want that for his kids, so he began an incredible rescue plan to reconnect himself with people. It started with Abraham and Sarah, who had Isaac, who had Jacob, who was renamed Israel, and whose family became the Israelites. The Israelites were God's chosen people, but that didn't mean things were easy for them. They were trapped as slaves in Egypt, and once free, they thought they were lost in the desert with no food or water. But God gave them everything they needed to live, including rules, a special place to live, and judges and kings to help them live better. But they always ended up choosing their own way. Eventually, God chose a special man named Elijah to speak to the people on his behalf. Elijah was a prophet. Even though Elijah was speaking on God's behalf, the Israelites still didn't listen to him. But through Elijah, God began to prepare the way for someone greater who would come hundreds of years later to rescue the Israelites. That person was Jesus. And that leads to today's story from 1 Kings 18 through 19 and Luke chapter 1.